My wonderful people, dear subscribers all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't land again like Land Rover. My good people of Biafra land, my Nigerian people, my Obodo people, and abroad, wherever you are, I, Ukute Daily Talk is here. I throw my salute. In case this is the first time of hearing my voice, and you never subscribe to my channel, please, I want you to do that as soon as possible as we take this very headline. My Biafran people, the IPOB, the supporters and lovers of freedom, it don't happen again. Some section of the agitation, some section of the IPOB who call themselves the groups in exile. They are about to set a new government. They want to have their own IPOB in exile. I mean in the US. So, and the IPOB in Nigeria have come together and debunk that allegations or whatever it is that they are not involved or they don't know anything about this very matter. So please, tighten your seatbelt as we take the headlines before we go to the main business of the day. Here is breaking news. We have nothing to do with US group plotting Biafra government in exile. IPOB, they do what? They have they exclude themselves from that very particular issue. We are not yet a sovereign nation. IPOB speaks on Biafra currency and government. This one is still bows down to that very particular set of people in the US that is trying to form their own government in exile, and also they want to also have their own currency. So the IPOB in Nigeria is telling them that we are not yet a sovereign nation and can never be welcomed. IPOB's NNAMDI KANU international lawyer, where his name be Bruce Feehan, he don't write British High Commissioner to Nigeria. The full letter is here. We are going to read it one after the other as we proceed. Senate President, purge yourself of corruption. It is not your turn. APC G10 knocks out Oji Uzo Kalu. They don't knock Oji Uzo Kalu. Tell them say as a Miloko of Southwest will be Bola Ahmed Tinubu in talking on. He come be like say they work for them. So now our brother come wake up. One morning come talk say I am a Miloko of the East, of the Southeast. Say na in turn to hold the office of the Senate President, where they vacant now, where they don't canvass for vote. Even what did they call him? Dave Umayo, he follow for the people where they canvass for vote. They want to become the next Senate President. So now one of the chieftain of the APC, he don't come out to caution Oji Uzo Kalu, tell and say in the full of corruption. So make you no talk that kind of thing. My question is there any APC government or is there anyone in government house that can come out and tell you that they are innocent of corruption? The answer is no. So what is all this shenanigans? I mean, the way make on just knock out so that on I go also install another Muslim this thing, Senate. On a one install Muslim presidency. Then Senate and the Senate President and Deputy, Muslim. Speaker of the House and the Deputy, Muslim. Yeah. Nigeria, you people are gone. You people are gone. So please, my people, we are about to take the main real deal of this very morning. Today happens to be Thursday. And happens to be March 30th. In the year of what? In the year of 2023. We have nothing to do with the US group plotting Biafra exit, Biafra government in exile. IPOB laments. The outlawed Igbo separatist group, indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has distanced itself from a pro-Biafra group in the United States, which said it was plotting to install a Biafran government in exile. The US-based group, said to be running an illegal radio Biafra, had on Tuesday in a broadcast on the pirate channel said it was planning to install the government completely with its own currency, constitution, flag, and the national anthem. But in a statement on that same Wednesday, IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary Emma Powerful The secessionist group said it does not have any part or affiliation with the US group, neither it is planning any government in exile. IPOB is not part of the formation of Biafra government in exile anywhere, Powerful said. There are no factions whatsoever in IPOB, and we do not have any link with the autopilot groups. Any group operating under whatever name or disguise outside IPOB under the leadership of NNAMDI KANU and the Director of State DOS is on its own, according to Ima Powerful. The IPOB president insisted that, contrary to media reports, that there are plans to print Biafran currency and other paraphernalia. The group's dream is to realize a sovereign state of Biafra without resorting to underhand measures. The people behind the shambolic Radio Biafra government in exile in the USA are not IPOB members, and they should stop linking themselves to IPOB, according to Emma Powerful. We have often made it clear to Biafrans that IPOB has no hand in the purported Biafra government in exile. Those piloting governments piloting government in exile in the USA are not IPOB members, and they don't mean well for Biafra freedom and restoration. They are politicians and not a non-violent freedom fighting movement like IPOB. This is a warning to Ndi Igbo to stop following noisemakers who disguise as people in the Biafran struggle to distract IPOB and call attention to themselves. Our people should stop being emotional about the Biafra independence so that they don't get food easily. There is time for everything as the struggle progresses. IPOB is carefully and patiently implementing every strategy towards our freedom, he added. You can as well join the conversation and drop your own opinions as long you know what you are going to write is in connection with the issues of the day. We are not yet a sovereign nation. IPOB speaks on Biafra currency and government. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has denied report that it does not operate a government in exile, warning that it is not yet a sovereign nation. The pro-Biafra group made this known in a statement on Wednesday by its spokesperson, Ima Powerful. The group said the Biafra radio being operated in the United States does not have anything with it, while retreating that its only agitation is to get the sovereign state of Biafra and the release of its distant leader, NNAMDI KANU. IPOB warning unauthorized individuals or groups to stop using its name, ESN, M branch, or NNAMDI KANU in any operation that they carry out. The statement read in parts: we, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, under the command and leadership of the great liberator, Nnamdi KANU, once again retreat that IPOB is not part of the formation of Biafra government in exile anywhere in the world. Also, there are no fractions whatsoever in IPOB, and we do not have any link with autopilot groups. Any group operating under whatever name or disguise outside IPOB under the leadership of NNAMDI KANU and Director of State DOS is on its own. We want all and sundry to cease and desist from using the name of IPOB or ESN or M branch or NNAMDI KANU in their name or in any operation that they carry out. All others must answer their own names and carry out their own operations for their own objectives. The people behind the shambolic Radio Biafra government in exile in the USA are not IPOB members, and they should stop linking themselves to IPOB. We have often made it clear to Biafrans that IPOB has no hand in the purported Biafra government in exile or whatsoever. Those plotting government in exile in the USA are not IPOB members. They don't mean well for Biafran freedoms and restoration. They are politicians and not non-violent freedom fighting movements like IPOB. The group stated that while its main agitation is to be a sovereign nation, it cannot parade itself as one yet, as the struggle is still continuous. This one is coming from Emma Powerful. IPOB deny printing any currency stamps or other important documents, calling on the federal government to release its detained leader NNAMDI KANU. It said IPOB has no plan to print Biafra currency stamps and other important state documents because we are not yet a sovereign nation. Those white ghost chasers talking about the printing of Biafran currency with their faces on the currency are daydreamers. If we print currencies now, where can they be used as legal tender? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. Our people should stop following noisemakers who disguise as people in Biafra struggle to distract IPOB and call attention to themselves. Our people should stop being emotional about the Biafra independence so that they don't get food easily. There is time for everything as the struggle progresses. IPOB is carefully and patiently implementing every strategy towards our dear freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB leadership represents the interests of all Biafrans. IPOB will consult all stakeholders in Biafra land and ensure that every decision taken reflects the character of all Biafrans in all clans. All we want is the unconditional release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Biafra referendum date, and that we must get as long as Elohim lives. My question here is, you have heard the news, and I want you to come to my comment section and tell me what you think about this. Who are we to follow? I mean, why are these people meant on complicating issues for that same struggle? Some people say that autopilot. Some people say that IPOB. Some people say that they are, what do they call it? Biafran League, Biafran Champions League, or whatever it's being called. Where do we stand? And why are we using our hand to complicate the issues on this Biafran struggle? There are many factions of this Biafra struggle. They have MASOB now, headed by someone from Enugu State. Are you people trying to make the world to believe this word? I mean this what do they call it? This idea that says Igbo Enweze, that Igbo don't have a king. Nobody want to be ruled. Everybody want to become the ruler, or everybody want to serve, even when they are not eligible to serve or to maintain that very office. What is the problem with Igbos? What is the problem with this Biafran struggle? Is this how the international community is going to listen to us and answer us quickly? Where we have different factions, which one are they going to accept and which one are they going to reject? This question is left for every Biafran out there who truly believe in the struggle of Biafra, or who truly understand what it means when they said we need a referendum. This question is meant for all of us. Go down to the comment section. No attack, no abuses. Just what? Be matured in your approach, and I will reply you back. Thank you. IPOB's Nnamdi Kanu, international lawyer, writes British Commissioner to Nigeria. The full letter is below, so let us take it one after the other. The international lawyer for the embattled leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has written an open letter to the British High Commission in Nigeria to demand the immediate release of the separatists. A copy of the letter made available to Nigeria News on Tuesday by Kanu's special counsel, Aloye Jimako, condemned the continued detention of the Biafra agitator by the Department of State Service, DSS. Kanu's international lawyer, Bruce Payne, is requesting to meet with the British Commissioner to Nigeria in Abuja, stating that the meeting becomes necessary and timely because of the impending change in the Nigerian government and the fact that the Biafra agitator is battling health issues in detention. Payne recalled that Kanu is a United Kingdom citizen and that the Nigerian government conspired with Kenya to kidnap and torture him in Nairobi in June of 2021. So June of this year, 2023, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be 2 good years in detention. He also faulted Kanu's extraordinary rendition to Abuja adding that the IPOB leader has been detained indefinitely in solitary confinement without a trial by the Nigerian government on the concocted treason charges. Fane also pointed to the verdict of the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention issued on July 20 of 2022, stating that KANU's detention violated 16 of the International Human Rights Covenants. Read the full letter below. NNAMDI KANU as the Biafra sovereignty. Dear Dr. Montgomery, I am NNAMDI KANU's international lawyer and a spokesman. Congratulations on your newly appointment. Nigeria has been challenged as a nation since independence from the involuntary British colonial rule in 1960. The United Kingdom has sought to make partial amends for participating in the racist scramble for Africa by returning looted Benin City aircraft stolen by marauding British soldiers. But the British stole something far more valuable than artworks in Nigeria. The United Kingdom stole the right to self-determination and government by the consent of the governed in hiding Biafrans at a gunpoint in 1914 under a single sovereign umbrella pursuant to a cynical divide and conquer colonial policy. The American Revolution of 1776 carved a universal right to self-determination by distant peoples into a marble. Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, and Yorubas were distinct peoples with incompatible religious histories, traditions, cultures, values, and governing structures. No African was given a voice in the boundaries of Nigeria when British hastily decamped in 1960. The merciless 1967 to 1970 genocide of Biafrans at the hands of the Nigerian government, assisted by the UK, was a foreseeable as the rising and the setting of the sun. NNAMDI KANU is a United Kingdom citizen. He is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. IPOB, its mission is to secure the right to self-determination of 70 million Nigerians, even Biafrans. Even Biafra alone, the population is more than that of UK. Yet, they have not find it possible, or they have not find it right for them to say that this country is old enough to have their own independence and their sovereignty, which the British fought more than a century ago through peaceful avenues of redress. The Fulani-controlled radical Muslim government of Nigeria attempted to assassinate Mr. KANU in his home in 2017 for his peaceful advocacy of self-determination. A fundamental human right under international human rights laws, Nigeria courts have ordered the government of Nigeria to pay reparations to Mr. KANU for his attempted assassination. In June of 2021, Nigeria government conspired with Kenya government to kidnap and torture Mr. KANU in Nairobi, followed by his extraordinary rendition to Abuja. There, Mr. KANU has been detained indefinitely in a solitary confinement without a trial by the Nigerian government on concocted charges of treason. On July of 2022, the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention issued an opinion finding Mr. KANU's detention violated 16 of international human rights covenants. The working group ordered his immediate and unconditional release and payment of reparations. The government of Nigeria remains in contempt of the working group's order more than 8 months after its issuance. Your predecessor idled in lieu of confronting the government of Nigeria with its legal obligations to release a UK citizen without tarry. Indeed, she rallied on the lawless Fulani-controlled government and the Biafran questions in the southeast to accept ovarian propaganda about NNAMDI KANU and Biafra. Compare her anemic defense of a wrongly accused and detained UK citizen found innocent by an impartial international tribunal with the muscular United States efforts to secure the release of permanent resident Paul Rusesabagina. Hotel Rwanda filmmaker from Rwandan imprisonment, Mr. Rusesabagina had been convicted of financially supporting violent Rwandan rebels in a Rwandan court. The U.S. Secretary of State Tony Blinken and the National Security Advisor Jack Sullivan exerted unremitting pressure on Rwandan President Paul Kagame to obtain a commutation of sentence on March 24 of 2023. Why is the UK refusing to follow the laudable United States example as regards NNAMDI KANU? Great countries are made of stand stove. I will respectfully request an opportunity to meet with you in Abuja to explore avenues to secure Nigeria's compliance with the working group's order by the immediate and unconditional release of Mr. KANU. The time is propitious because of the impending change in the Nigerian government and urgent because of Mr. KANU's rapidly health declining. And so, you take see, and this one is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Okechukwu KANU, international lawyer with name Bruce Finn. When I hear him, so na so it will take be. Senate President, purge yourself of corruption. It is not your turn. APC chieftains, Knox, Oji, Uzokalo. A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Eze Chukwuemeka Eze. Here, Igbo na-eme onwe fa. Igbos are the problem of Igbo. Now, an Igbo man now has been set up and paid to rubbish the image of another Igbo man. But an Hausa man that is fully corrupt, that no Hausa man will come out to condemn that same Hausa man. Igbos are now well done. Eze Chukwuemeka Eze has slammed the chief whip of the Senate, Orji Uzor Kalu, for saying it is his turn to be Senate president. In a statement to Nigeria News on Wednesday, Eze said Kalu was wrong to arrogate to himself the sole right to head the leadership of the 10th Senate, which would be inaugurated in June. He urged the former Abia State governor to channel his energy towards relieving himself of the huge corruption allegation pending against him at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. The claims by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, the incumbent chief whip of the Senate, that it is his right to be elected as the Senate president is mischievous and unacceptable, saying that he is yet to be free himself from the corrupt charges still hanging on his neck and for ruining the chances of APC in Abia State through his poor style of leadership, he said. The APC chieftain said, since the ouster of the PDP administration at the center of the southeastern region of Nigeria has suffered serious neglect in terms of allocation of key national offices, he urged the APC as a party to use the opportunity within its disposal to redeem itself by ensuring that the office of the Senate President is allowed to the Southeast strictly by merit. According to the River APC stalwarts, the plea became imperative since the Southwest and North have produced the President-elect through Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President-elect through Shetima. Eze backed the position of the leadership of NNAMDI and the Ebonyi State Council of Nigeria Union of Journalists of their choice of Governor David Umahi for the position of Senate President. He said, apart from the fact that Governor Umahi was the Southern campaign director of APC during the last presidential campaign, but due to his ingenuity in politics, Ebonyi is one of the very states in Nigeria that elected 3 APC senators, an APC governor, and also 100% of elected APC House of Reps and State Assembly. While the opposition is the case of Senator Orji Uzor Kalu in Abia State, where the Labour Party is now the ruling party. I have watched this embodiment of unique feats and his magic in turning Ebonyi State from a desert to the Dubai of Nigeria within a space of 8 years. I've also watched his vast connections with political leaders and stakeholders within the southeast and across other divides of this nation, and feel that he is the most suitable candidate for this particular office if it is zoned to the southeast. So my people, when I hear him now, literally what he said initially, I am trying to counterfeit his opinion or how he's attacking his own brother, but I have received reasons why I also need to support his agenda of zoning it to the southeast, and in the name of Dave Umahi. Not only you, every Dick and Harry, every Tom and Jerry have already do what? Said that Dave Umahi have done amazingly well in Ebonyi State, and he deserves to head the 10th Senate National, or the 10th Senate seat, or National Assembly, whatever they call it. So my good people, well, I reason with you, and I am quite impressed by your assessment. You have really done well. I think Audu Dokalo need to go and clear himself, and also the people of Abia State. He sold most of the Abia lands to Fulanis for Ruga, and that is the cause of corruption and the cause of deaths in some part of Abia State as of this present time. So now, so the thing take me, my people. And I will go take stop because this is just early, and I want to use this medium to drop this very urgent and breaking news to the Biafrans, to the Nigerians, and also to everyone out there that cares to listen and obtain that wisdom that always comes from my broadcast. If you are not subscribed to my channel, I want you to do that as soon as possible. This is the first time of hearing my voice. You don't know who is here. My name remains Amanda Neze Okute from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you the undiluted truth about this government, about the incoming government, about the past government, and about the present, and about what is happening, the shenanigans in the electoral body, and so on and so forth. This Obonga channel is where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. We don't paint word, and we don't give a propagandous news. Every news you hear from this platform, believe me, that is the correct, and we get it from the right source. We don't give fake news. So always share any of my content when you come across one, because there's a lot of wisdom to obtain from it, and that's all the thing take me. So my good people, make on enjoy on a Thursday, and may the good Lord, the Almighty Chukwuka Abiyama, the greater God, bless you in Eke, bless you in Ori, bless you in Afo, and also bless you in Nkwo. The four market that represent the four corners of the earth, east, west, and north and south. And so shall it be until I come your way again. Bye for now, my people. Kemesiano.